Good day, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. This is now officially my day 9, and I'm feeling great. To be honest, I think the diet also did the trick. My diet has changed since day 1. I applied my own philosophy towards the diet, and by fighting off the virus, by preemptive measures, staying healthy, low fat, low carb. Of course, in forms of natural foods like potatoes and something like that, not bread or anything like that, or whatever, or pastas. I'm leaving that out of my diet program at the moment, and of course, you can tell it will go down for sure, but I think that's something I can live with when it comes to combating this virus, since it attacks your throat, going down to your lungs and bronchial tree, whatever. It will start messing you up. So whatever we can do today to prevent that from happening tomorrow, I think we should really see that as an option. So I talked about this before, and whoever's watching this for the first time, I talked about this in my other videos, how whatever option you have that you can change today, a preemptive measure, right? Proactive and preemptive measure that you can do today, consider it being something that you can do and take and really apply, because hey, why wait? You want to wait 2 weeks and then start fighting it off, and your immune system was backed up by toilet paper, canned food, and pizza. Come on, man, you can do better than that. So, considering this whole thing, I will say it again. Yesterday, by the way, I have to do a correction. I talked about Sorrel, and I showed that leaf that I had there. It was already dilapidated, but I didn't positively identify it. It wasn't correct. I made a mistake, and I'm sorry for that, because the correct plant would have been patience dock. And the patience dock plant grows throughout Europe mainly, and also in North America, as what I saw. And the plant is very sturdy, very hardcore. You can't get rid of it, so it's something I consider even good in this case, because it's a hardcore plant. So you will have a food source that wants to grow, and it's not very fragile, So what I did was today, when I went out with my dog this morning, I took a cotton bag with me, and I tossed in the young leaves. And it was raining, so it was a little bit raining, so they were already fresh, you can say, and I live in an area, like I said, I have the forest behind me, and I have a river in front of me. So I would consider that being very lucky. I don't live quite isolated. I have a few neighbors here, but it's very small. So I'm very lucky when it comes to that right now for this situation. And so I just went out, and it's literally, I look out the window and I see plants that I can eat now. It's like, oh my God, you're looking at food while you walk by. So whoever is considering this, I don't want to do that, and it's all full of shit and whatever, just consider the option. You have this, you have canned food for worst case, for bad days, for whatever. But if you go out there and you can get a fresh salad, and that's what I made with the leaves that I brought home, and I'm going to get some more later on. I just added some olive oil, some walnut oil, salt, pepper, black pepper mix, and some other spices, but nothing crazy, just how do you call it? The Provence spices, a little bit of, I don't know what it's called, rosemary, thymian, stuff like that. I'm butchering that maybe I will put the right words in the description, but just to give you an idea, and I just mixed it all up, and I put spring onions, I added some spring onions to that, and some other nuts and seeds and whatever, and it was really, really good. I was really surprised. So it's something that I would always consider as being an option, because why should I only rely on a supermarket if you literally can also do something else? Because if the supermarket will become a health hazard, and I am assuming it will happen in the distant future, or not even in the close future even, that going in there will be literally every time you go, it's masks, and everybody's kind of panicky in there. So you don't want to get that, because your stress level will go up anyway, so that will increase your vulnerability for the virus anyway. So until we don't have a vaccine, or there's some kind of thing that proves for immunity if you take it, I would consider always going on the healthy side, since this enemy attacks your body, some organ. So go with that. I think that's a healthy mindset towards this problem. And I will also in the future, what I will do in the future, I will make some videos on how to prep certain things and maybe how to make the salads, how to identify the plants. And for me, it's also a learning process. So whatever I tell you, bear with me. I doing this for the first time myself, also the video and everything. I'm not an editor, so can't do any edits, but thank you for staying and watching so long. I really appreciate it. And if you like it, please thumb up it and share it, because what I read is that the algorithm will get videos into the loop and recommend it and whatever. So that would be very great. If not, if you don't like it, put a thumbs down. It's also fine, because that's what's necessary, you know, to give the opinion. And I completely agree, and I not agree, but I agree with giving myself a thumb down, you know. No, I completely have no problem when somebody has a problem with what I say, obviously. Like, I completely believe in free speech, so do whatever you think is right. Now back to the topic. So the greens, again, I'm sorry for giving you misinformation, and that's how fast it goes. So you see, like, I thought it was that plant. I was like, yes, that has to be it. I double checked it 2-3 times with different pictures and whatever and family, and I know it has to be this one. And then it wasn't positive. It was, but you can eat both. So my dog is being very cute. He's like rolling his back. Like, oh yeah, you like the carpet, don't you? You like the carpet. Oh. So apart from that, I wanted to also talk about something else. This ties into also something that we can change today, and it will have an effect already today. It will give you an euphoric feeling. I did it. This is the 3rd day that I did it today, and it's amazing. And I can only recommend it to anyone. It's called the Wim Hof method. It's a breathing method, and I've been following Wim Hof for a very long time. I think 2012 was the first time that I read his book. Anyways, I lost track of what he was doing, and now I just saw that there's a huge chapter of science that dedicated to prove him wrong or right or whatever, and they actually showed that the guy is right, you know. So there's a lot of evidence, science-backed evidence, that proves that his method works for sure, because he has, like, I don't know how many, 500,000 world records out there, and yeah, very interesting what he does. Anyways, it's a breathing technique that just involves inhalation, exhalation in a rapid manner, but like more like easy in and stress out, basically. And you do that, and then you hold your breath for a minute, and then inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale for a certain amount of time, then hold again, 1.5 minutes, and you continue doing that until you're at 2.5 minutes. So that goes a block of 4 or 5, or I think it's 4 times or 3 times. Doesn't matter. It's like a method, and you can apply that whatever amount of lung volume you have, and I managed to do it today 3 minutes. So hold my breath for 3 minutes, and I'm going to continue doing this, because it's also something, you strengthen your lungs, you strengthen your mind, and again, accepting everything with your mind, you know. Get into the mindset that this virus is not something you can fight with guns, arms, hardware, whatever. And I'm all for that normally. But in this case, we have to think in a different way. So the strategy changes with the enemy. You have to be adaptable. You have to adapt yourself. You cannot be like, oh God, wow. You know, that just doesn't work, you know. So whatever you do, if you decide to go shooting and whatever, I hope you make sure that those targets that you're dropping are the right targets and not some crazy shit. Because this shit also, I'm getting a little visitor. If you get psyched up, you get amped up, and this will also increase your stress levels, and this is the fear, and I talk about this in my previous videos, the fear literally is worse than the virus, because the people get so agitated and get so like hyped and oh my God, and what shall I do, you know, and get so in such a state of stress and panic and depression even, that your immune system will go down. So you don't want that. And I talked about this in every video before, and I will keep on saying it again. Please avoid that. Please just avoid that. Take it easy. Drink a cup of tea. Keep calm, like the British would say, you know. So I just say keep cool. Keep cool. Stay strong, but keep cool. And stay strong is with, I would say, include a huge part plant-based diet, not only canned food. Please don't do that, because it will really have a huge effect on your health. But Wim Hof's method, I guarantee, and I'm ready to bet money on that, will also increase your benefits of health for sure, without a reason of a doubt. So whoever's out there and is doubting that, you can double check it. I will include links to the plant, to the patient stock that I just found. The sorrel plant I won't, because it's been I even changed that yesterday with the sorrel and the other plant. But yeah, please consider that. Consider these options, and I will keep on saying it again and again and again until I will start getting tired of it. But I won't get tired of it because I'm discovering so many new plants. But I will try to show you guys what I'm doing. So what I will do is, maybe in the future or in the next 2 videos, I will make a salad, or make it tomorrow. I'll make a salad and show you how it looks like, you know, and show you like a live reaction when I eat it for the first time. It's like gonna be like, or whatever, you know. So live reaction, that's what I will do. Live reaction to the salad that I found outside, and maybe some info on what it does, because I will not memorize all the vitamins, all the minerals and everything, but it's always very rich. My fingers are kind of blue from my jeans, but yeah, that's a different story. Right, Knox? And we're gonna do some fun stuff together, and maybe show these guys some other cool stuff. What you can learn from me, for sure, I guarantee you, is how to maybe not do certain things. That's what I learned from myself. Like, I am my best teacher, but I also love to learn stuff from other people. But what I do is, I always do a 360 degree, horizontally and vertically, and also all the angles in between, because I like to just get a different approach. So if you go into tactics, whatever, this is a different topic now, but if you go into tactics, whatever it is, tactics, I like to give a new approach. What if? You know, I like to apply the what if. What if this? So I like to attach that, because the factor is we're not prepared for any scenario properly. We train always the scenarios that we are comfortable in, and then we're like looping those, and then something uncomfortable happens, and we're so used to it that you don't actually know what you're doing. And I have the feeling this is happening with all the governments worldwide. We were not prepared for a pandemic in this scale. So everything went on lockdown, and everything is kind of like, oh my God, shit, we're in delay and the incubation time and whatever. So we got to rethink a lot, and I like doing that. So that's what I'm doing right now. I hope you enjoyed what I said. Please thumb up or thumb down, whatever. It's up to you. Have a nice day, and thank you for watching. It's really appreciated. And Knox, we should make a go now. Okay, give it out.